Just want to make sure the barber did okay on the back. So, someone told me to do that. I apologize. Let me just start off by saying what a tremendous honor and privilege it is to be here tonight. And I kind of modified my speech a little bit after this morning when I came up from Washington, D.C., because I actually traveled in this uniform. And it really resonated to me with how important what IAVA does. When I was waiting in Union Station, Washington, D.C. to get on the train, I was surrounded by businessmen cursing the Acela because it had broke down. I was surrounded by the young college girls sort of giving me that eye, which was a good thing. Remind me to tip my tailor when I get home. But what stuck out to me the most was this 70-year-old woman across the way who parted through the crowd, who moved people to the left and right, stepped over luggage, and came up to me and gave me a hug. She didn't say anything. She just gave me a hug and sort of gave me that eye, that thank you eye. And I realized that there is still so much that we need to do to get our generation as involved as that woman once was. It is so hard for so many people to grasp what we experience over in Iraq and Afghanistan, the sacrifices that our military is making, but there are those few. There are those few that step forward, that take charge to understand what is going on. And I think this room is filled with many of those people today, and I thank you for that. One of the questions that a lot of us get asked when we return from Iraq and Afghanistan is if there's anything about your time over there that you could change, what would it be? And a majority of people will look at you and say absolutely nothing. I say the same. I am proud of my service. It's not a coincidence that my blood is red, my bones are white, and my eyes are blue. We are all patriots, and we love this country as much as possible. I take that back a little bit. There is one thing I probably would change. On October 17, 2004, at 11:36 a.m. in the morning, in approximately 37 seconds, I probably would have ducked. But that's it. That's probably the only thing that I would change. But it highlights something. The injuries that we receive over in Iraq and Afghanistan, the experiences that we have, are something that we cannot control. We follow our orders. We answer our nation's call. We go where we are needed to be. But what is interesting is what you do after that experience. What it is that you're able to do if you're injured, if you're deployed, when you come home, how you can format yourself into a way that you can better this nation as a whole. This is one of the things that is so hard to find in the American public, those individuals that will take that next step. And occasionally one comes forward. If I could draw your attention to the screen right now, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about.